Hey, everybody. What's good, people? So we are back, and Cade is our special guest today. He has joined us. Um,
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so our first topic that we're going to talk about is the tragic failure of the newest Star Wars game.
Fuck
Well,
EA.
not necessarily newest, but they took two old games that were like 5 gigabytes apiece, put them together, and somehow made it 60 gigs. So I don't know how they did that.
73. That should've been more than that.
73.
Jesus.
Rounding
Yeah.
error. It's a
Yeah.
rounding error.
Yeah. Well, WinRAR is a new tool. Zipping your files is a very hard thing to do nowadays, Pressing that fucking right click to zip is a very difficult thing for most modern day game devs, It's a big problem that we have.
I mean, to be fair, I don't even know what that means, so you already won zip at me on that.
Oh no.
And it doesn't even make any sense because, like we were just sort of mentioning before we actually started recording it, they cut content. So how did they
Yes.
get 6 times bigger?
Well, and they've
I
changed
don't know.
parts. Like the little bleeps and bloops for loading into the game. It's now different. It's like, okay, why have we changed this? And they have made some improvements to the graphics. However, they're the same quality.
They're very
They're just
minor. Not
they're
even,
just
like,
sharpened.
noticeable, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really all
don't
they
mind
are.
that the floor is like absolutely disappearing as you walk on it, and you can't
Yeah.
respawn.
Yeah.
And every time
You
you
know.
die, it gives you a seizure because the screen flips out.
Well, sometimes you don't even respawn. Like the glitches are still being found out right now. It's like the same problem that Fallout 76 had, where there's just too many problems for you to properly assess all of them. It's like that's not a good thing to have as a problem for your game.
But Cade, the reason they have that many gigabytes compared to the old ones is because they have 16 times the detail.
Whoa. Yeah. 16 times the fucking bugs is what it should be
16
called.
times the
Hey, man.
bugs.
God.
It just works, right?
It just works.
Even when it doesn't, it does.
It just works.
I mean, it's kind of funny. It's kind of like the same problem that like Bethesda games have, where Skyrim and Fallout 4 have remasters of themselves now at this point, but the remasters don't even fix anything that was broken in the original game. And what's
really?
funny, yeah, because modders have already fixed them. There's literally a unofficial patch for both Fallout and Skyrim, and every remaster of Skyrim and Fallout does not include any of those patches. So it's like the community already did the work. And this goes the same thing with Battlefront. Like Battlefront, the community already did the work. You can play the OG Battlefront games with the OG Battlefront copies. Like you can do that. You just need to just download a free fucking like a service. I forgot what it's called, but there is like a way you can play with other players on servers that people are hosting themselves. And normally it's modded, but you can improve the graphics of the game. You can improve the server reliability of the game.
Improve the graphics?
Yeah, you can just you can just not purchase, but you can just download a texture pack for the classic Battlefront game. You can do that. So again, how the fuck does a company that is comprised of, I'm hoping, a couple hundred people, not even be able to step up to the work of like probably 3 to 4 guys?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and like when the game came out, it's 64 player lobbies, but they only had like 3 servers.
Yep.
I heard about that.
It's not like Helldivers where they're like, oh, nobody's gonna buy our game, and then everybody bought the game and they're like, oh god, what do we do? This one, they're like, okay, so we know people like Star Wars. We know people are nostalgia baiting and they're gonna be, hard that this game's coming out. Let's do 3 lobbies.
I would love to be in the fucking conference room with that guy. He's like, all right, we're making a Star Wars game. Now, how many Star Wars fans do you think are out there? I don't know, like maybe 80? Maybe like 100 of them or something like that. It's like,
dude, no. EA probably gave him a budget of like $2,000. They're like, all right, guys, here, you need to remaster this game and make servers for $2,000.
I don't think this was made by EA. It's made by a company called Aspyr.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but isn't EA like giving them any sort of back?
No.
You want to know the problem with Aspyr is that this is like one of the times that Aspyr gets to do just a Windows version of the game too. When Aspyr they specialize in Mac OS, not Windows OS. So it's like, why did you give it to a company that doesn't main Windows OS in the first place?
Yeah.
Also, why the fuck would you be a company that just makes Mac shit? Fucking idiots.
Well,
Sorry.
for reporting reasons, like if you're really good at, like, again, contract work nowadays, if you're really good at one specific thing, then you're going to get hired on to do that one specific thing. If I'm making an old game, well, I guess not making an old game. If I have an old game and it's not available, it's not available, or I'm remastering it, and it's only available on like certain OSs, and I just don't want to have the time or patience to fucking port it over to Mac, I would hire a company like Aspyr to go and make it for me. And it's like, normally they're just doing the fucking like the legwork. It's just porting it over, and it's as simple as that.
But yeah, and that makes sense because they would be porting it to Mac, which is what they know and what they do.
Right.
But if they're trying to put it on Windows, which they don't normally work on, at least from what you said, I don't really know. It makes no sense. That'd be like telling someone who works at Xbox, they're like, it's sick. Now make a PlayStation game.
Yes. Yes. Well, it'd be like asking the guys who made Helldivers, like, hey, by the way, now make it for Xbox. And you have like 2 weeks. It's like, what?
I mean, it's legit if a PlayStation person had to make a game on Xbox. It's just, yes, the same thing is happening, but just on 2 different operating systems. And I don't really see why they gave it to the company that really only deals in Mac gaming.
Wow.
Yeah, stupid as hell.
Yeah, I mean, their past titles are just ports for old games. Like, they fucking ported over. They ported over Civ. They ported over Tomb Raider, Star Wars. They port KOTOR. They ported over KOTOR and KOTOR 2 and The Force Unleashed.
They've done all the Mac ports basically. Everything that they've done is just Mac.
Yep.
Aren't they supposed to be doing the KOTOR 2 remaster? But didn't they also just scrap it recently?
Yeah. I'm actually not sure.
Wait, you're talking about Knights of the Old Republic?
Oh no! I think they scrapped the KOTOR DLC for Switch or something, but they might be working on KOTOR 2 remastered.
I'm pretty sure it's a company called Saber Interactive. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, a game called, or a company called Saber Interactive is taking the charge on it. That is a whole other fucking can of worms, though, because my God, that is a mess.
Back to the Battlefront debacle. So, 64 player lobbies. That's awesome. That's great. Mm-hmm. It's like Battlefield or like the new Battlefronts they made, which were like Battlefield kind of, because it was on that engine. Yep. You think, oh, sweet, cool, big, awesome Star Wars battles. But, so preface, note to the viewers, I haven't played it. I don't know if any of these guys have played it, which is for
I would not recommend playing it. If you are listening to this, do not buy this game.
Do not buy it, do not play it. Allegedly,
I think you should buy it.
And some things might have been fixed, but wait for it to go on sale for like $15 eventually.
Support Aspyr. Okay, they need it.
Just buy the originals. Buy the originals. The originals are still there. You can buy them for $5. Just buy the originals.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, people.
Yes, but the point I was trying to make about this is you have 64 players, right? There are only 100 tickets on each team.
Yep.
So for those who don't know, tickets are basically the lives, or like in Call of Duty, when you get 75 kills, you win. It's that type of thing. So the matches are over in like 5 minutes, and everybody gets like 2 lives.
Yep.
Bro, I swear to God, they didn't even think about this when they did it. They didn't think about anything.
Granted.
No, this is this is a company that only deals with Mac. I really wonder how many games are completely different from the Windows version to the Mac version because of this company. Because it feels like
I still think that's it though. Like, there's a lot of things wrong.
Yeah, that's part of it. But at some point, you gotta at least be able to have
not be brain dead.
Basic understanding of game development. Like, I know nothing about it, and I have never done any of that stuff, and I know that stuff is difficult. But like, how do you, just again, imagine being in the board meeting, right? And the guy who's working on it is like, cool, guys, we're going to have 64 player lobbies. that'd be awesome, that'd be fun. Everybody's like, yeah, great, cool. And then they go, all right, dude. Well, how many lives? Like, what's the score limit? And he's like,
100.
100. And they're all like, yeah, great. Let's go. All right, cool. Ship it. Sounds awesome.
They're all hyped up.
Should we pay our playtesters? Nah, who needs playtesters? Man, this game's old enough to drink. Just fucking ship it.
Yeah, just port it over and ship it out, man.
Oh,
I do. That theory is kind of weird, where it's like if all 64 players were to kill at least 1.5 per
Be over.
people,
it's
the game's
theory.
over.
It's what it really is. I mean, even then, like looking at their history of titles, they haven't made an actual like multiplayer, quote unquote, multiplayer game.
No.
No, they haven't.
Only made single player games. And just ask Fallout how good it is when your studio is meant for a single player
Yikes.
experience and you try to make it a multiplayer experience. All right, doesn't really end well.
It's funny because you know what Asper put out 1 month ago that apparently has very positive reviews? Tomb Raider. A Tomb Raider remaster.
But
Oh.
again, single player.
Single player.
Oh my
And I'd
God.
like to see what that remaster really is, because if you're
And-
just doing texture swapping, it's not really.
Yeah, if you look at the comments on Tomb Raider, I mean, yeah, it has very positive, but the people that were fucking born in 1990 that played that game when it first came out, that were old enough to remember, they see the texture differences and stuff in that game that they're like leaving out. The company, I think, has a practice of cutting corners, and that's probably the bad thing about it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course they do.
Yeah,
And then I'll have more history about it now.
on
I mean,
paper,
yeah.
this game sounds amazing. You know, it's been out for, what was it, the 14th it came out? Almost a week. On paper, it sounds great. All right, Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2 together adds a bonus map. Oh, well, some bonus maps for each game. Bonus characters. You know, and you get to replay the conquest, the campaign, and the multiplayer. But then, obviously, we already mentioned the issues it has. And it's $35, which, you know, I'm glad it's not 60 or 70. But, you know, both those games, like Cade was saying, you can buy them for like $5 on Steam. You can get it for like $10. So you're paying 3 times, almost 4 times the price for 2 games together. That obviously doesn't even work. But
Sounds like a deal to me.
It's a lower quality product that actually takes things out of the game more than it gives it.
yes, has overwhelmingly negative reviews. It has 6,000 reviews already.
God.
Wait, did that people buy it, or does that just people that review bomb?
You have to
I
purchase
don't
it in
know.
order to make a review.
You had to purchase it on Steam, or it made $6,000, 6,000 copies sold.
That's been a lot more than that. It was like, I think it was like what, roughly like 10,000 people.
Oh my
Damn.
god!
And most of those people couldn't even play.
Yep.
Or you would go to search,
online.
Yes. Or let's say you hop online, you go to the server browser. You want to search for a specific game mode type. You know, like in Halo, you might want to play King of the Hill. Or COD, you're like, oh, I'm going to play some Domination. Right? You do that in this game, crashes.
Ooh.
Oh,
And then
dear
I
God.
saw one clip where Voice Critical was trying to play it. He joined a server. It was asking him for a password. There was no password. He didn't know the password.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It couldn't let him in. But as of 2 days ago, they posted an update on the Steam page, it looks like.
Oh god!
They apparently fixed some bugs, fixed the password lock thing, and issues with Galactic Conquest, and they added the ability to invert your y-axis for controllers, which is weird that it didn't have that in the first place. The player AI units would slide. So they just tried to do a bunch of bug fixes. We're clipping through the floor.
It was not enough, is what it was.
Like, and they had to fix some of the audio and character models. You know, I'd seen videos where someone would have someone in a sniper scope, and the person would run into their crosshair. They would shoot, and then the person would be back on the right side of the screen where they came from. It would just loop. Or You'd just be walking around the map, and then randomly you would get thrown as you were like hit by a gust of wind or something. It's not good.
Oh.
You know what? I think we need to support games developers like this.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah, that's
screw
why
the
games are so bad.
Helldivers
They're not
developers.
making enough money.
You know, I forget where I heard this from, but they did actually include in like one of their trailers. They accidentally included a thing from a mod.
Oh
yeah.
yes, I saw
Battlefront.
that, and they didn't give credit to the guy that made it.
The
Yeah,
Ventress model, I think.
yup.
Yeah.
And then the guys like call them out on it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to playtest that. We used your
Oops.
mod as like a benchmark for ours." And I'm
forgot
like,
to replace it.
they openly just were like, "Yeah, we plagiarized it. Yeah."
Nope, don't worry about it.
Fuck you, dumbass. It's ours now.
Give me your
Basically
$40.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh my god. Like looking at it now, like looking at the Steam page, it doesn't look that much better than the original.
No, the graphics aren't even like that good.
Like as a person who spent like very minimal amounts of time in modding tools, like for Skyrim and shit, like it's not that hard to do a texture swap. You're really just going in, editing the text file, and then repasting it back out. Well, not the text file, the texture file itself, and then sending it back out. And you're just like, okay, now it's in the game. And all the game does is swap the textures out with the one that you edited, and there you go.
And I guess it wasn't EA who did it, but if they could have just made it look
that makes sense.
as good as like EA did with their newer Battlefront, because regardless of whether those games were good or not,
Yeah.
I have to touch on that, but they still look
Graphics
good
are good.
graphically. You can't
Yeah.
deny that.
Yeah.
That
I
was AAA games, and this isn't even a AAA game, but it's not an indie game either. But you know, you expect it to just be good.
Dude, I think us four here with Cade and his zip files, I don't know what that means, could probably make a better game. You know what it is? We're gonna copy and fucking paste the originals, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then just
We're gonna
put HD on it.
bundle it together and say, hey, by the way, oh yeah, we'll give you both games. You just gotta run them in different places. Yeah, it'll download both of them though. Don't worry about it.
I just again, it's amazing on how like Asper is the best magician in video game developing and publisher. I mean, they turned 10 gigabytes worth of fucking games into an outrageous amount of gigabytes of worth of games now.
It makes no
You
sense.
get 60 gigs of complete garbage.
It's bigger than like Helldivers. Sure.
It is.
Damn, what? How is that even possible?
It's bad. I'm looking right now, but
I don't understand how it's possible.
I tell you what, that's very undemocratic right there.
Yeah, what the hell?
Pretty sure it might even.
Star Wars is a threat to our democracy.
There are bugs and robots in Star Wars.
Wow. Yeah. So the
Wow.
size of Helldivers is 70 gigs, and the size of the Star Wars Battlefront remake,
Wasn't it 73 or something like that?
I
It says
believe so.
it says 50 off the Steam requirements.
Well, it doesn't always mean that's right, though.
It's bigger than Darktide.
Oh, I think it. Okay, so it
It's
was.
bigger than Dark.
So
Yeah,
it's
Darktide was 50.
conflicting. It's conflicting. So it says 25 gigabits on well, I guess it's gigabytes on my Nintendo News, which is fucking bullshit. I think it's after the patch. So they patched the game and it reduces the size. Thank God.
Oh, okay. People can actually have more than one game on like their console.
Yep.
Jesus, dude. This is so embarrassing.
Because this came out on the original Xbox.
Yes. And on
What
the
a
original
debacle,
PlayStation.
bro.
A literal potato. How do you fumble the bag so hard?
Oh my god.
Oh, I want to. Here's the operating system that it came out on. Windows 2000, guys.
Oh god. Oh god.
Well, wait. I know. All right, Tyler. It's going to be a little bit of pain, but I know because I figured it out. It's just Jalen Rager, dude. All right?
Oh.
They made so much money, but they fumbled it.
Oh, the suffering. Oh.
For those of you who are not in the loop, those are Eagles players, and yes, it's very depressing.
Let's move on to happier news. The best thing is this Aspire company is also making Knights of the Old Republic remake. By the way,
Really?
yep.
Mhm.
I thought they were not in charge of that. I thought it was Saber Interactive.
Nope. It says on their website that Aspire's doing it.
Well, they made a remake in the past. It was just a texture. It is just a texture sheen. That's all it is. Just update the textures.
Oh, really? 'Cause I thought they said
You're-
that they were doing it.
So there's a remaster, which they did, but there's a remake that's being made by Saber Interactive. Not to get too off topic, but basically KOTOR, the remake, has been in development hell. If you ever played the original KOTOR, I'd recommend it. It's a fucking great time. But it's a very old game, all right? It's kind of clunky. It doesn't really play like a fucking RPG you expect. If it's more like a fucking turn-based game rather than anything else. And the
Yeah, no, they're
developers-
making the remake, by the way.
yeah, the developers of at Saber Interactive have said multiple times, like, yeah, by the way, we have like our biggest issue is we do not know how to remake the combat system. It's like we have no idea, and it's baked into the game, so we can't just like change it. We'd literally have to remake an entirely new game in order to make it so that we're not using this combat system that we know players will not want to play. And that's what they're doing. And that's why it's in
So-
development hell.
So it says Aspire is currently remaking the game. I don't know if that's different. Like they're doing the remake, or I thought that they were doing
They
the
might
remake.
have done number one,
it,
but
but-
is a different company doing KOTOR 2?
Well, KOTOR 2 is a notoriously worse game compared to KOTOR 1. From what I read online, it's Saber Interactive that's in the process of making a KOTOR remake.
Oh,
But I know that Aspire made a thing in the past. Yeah, they made it just says Knights of the Old Republic on their fucking page.
Yeah, on Aspire's
I
website,
think-
you see the.
I think they just re-released it. I don't think they actually did anything. I think they
really?
just-
Okay.
I
'cause
think
this
they
one
just
says-
republished it for modern day machines, and that's all they did.
it says a Legend remade. What? Oh, and then if you click on that, oh, Knights of the Old Republic 2, App Store, Switch.
Yes. So they're just remaking it for modern systems. They
Well, it's kinda
remade it
weird.
for the Switch.
App Store. Switch.
It's really weird though, because I'm looking at PC Gamer article that is saying that Aspire is currently developing a remake.
Yeah, this
of...
one must be. It says PS5 and PC, but it doesn't have any like.
Hmm. It's weird.
And if you just type in the words who is making the KOTOR remake, it says Saber Interactive. The KOTOR remake is coming courtesy of Saber Interactive, a US-based developer that is, until very recently, was owned by the Embracer Group, a Swedish
Yeah.
media conglomerate. So yeah, they're
That's
the ones
weird.
in charge of
Actually,
it.
might work together. I'm not sure.
I wonder if Aspire's like just saying they're fucking doing something on it. You know what I mean?
What,
Because
to
I mean,
see that
like,
everything
what the
else
fuck?
is-
It could be just journalists not doing their job and just saying like, "Oh my god, they must have the license for all these Star Wars games. I bet they're making the KOTOR remake." This is gonna make a
Oh,
stupid pop like headline.
Shit. Okay, no, okay. What happened is a year ago, the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake has been moved from Aspire to Saber Interactive.
Oh, it got taken away.
So they were working on it, and then they have now moved it to this other company.
Yep.
That's fucking hilarious. So Aspire was.
Yeah, they
in
still
no
have it on their
remake.
website. You can also.
That's
see-
hilarious.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would rather have Saber hold it. Like,
Same.
I would
Sounds
definitely
good.
trust. Well, not only that, I mean, they've done so much more on
Yeah,
What has
in,
Saber
in
done?
games.
Space
They've
Marine.
done. They worked.
Oh,
with Halo.
really?
They did Halo, the Master Chief Collection. They helped on
Yeah.
that.
They've
They
done
did
some
World War
remakes.
Z, Quake.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, they got some
they
decent
also-
stuff.
They also did like whatchamacallit. They did just a bunch of like little games. Oh yeah, they made an Insurgency game as well. So they've at least made games.
Oh
But
yeah,
and-
Insurgency
and-
Sandstorm.
Yeah, they've at least made games, not just
Said they made
remade them.
remade shit
Yeah.
game or
They-
shitty remakes. Yeah.
Someone didn't, just graduate from fucking programming class, couldn't even get his degree, and was like, all right, I'm gonna go make a video game, and then made the company, and then all he did was redid textures. Yeah, it's not this. It's an actual game developing studio
Thank
that
God.
makes games.
Yeah, Saber published Teardown.
Publish what?
Teardown.
I don't think I've heard of Teardown.
I don't think I've heard of that either.
They did the. It's the one where you were able to destroy all the buildings and stuff.
Oh, like
like in tons of other games.
like in Red Faction. Red Faction, guys.
I remember like Smitty playing a lot of Teardown. That's why I said.
Oh yeah.
They did SnowRunner.
I think that's like that's the realistic trucking game, right?
Yeah.
Like they've done good good projects.
Awesome
It just seems that
game.
they do very
console.
niche. They do very niche titles, so it's kind of hard to say.
Oh wait, was that the game that Smitty played like one level of, like the first one?
There's like a realistic trucking sim where you have like really good realistic terrain. So like you'll be stuck in mud and you'll have to like actually wench your truck out of the mud in order to get unstuck. That's basically what it is. It's a very niche title. It's made for German kids, because I mean, who the fuck wants to be just driving a truck for 7 hours in a game just to deliver some fucking steel pipes? But it's whatever. But that's what it is. It's a niche title. People love it for what it is, but that's about it. It's not going to make $1 million. Like, right? It's a title that's there for people who are interested in that genre. And if a company like that's able to do good work and they eventually hit gold, their company will do really well. That's probably what's going to happen with Space Marine 2, the most recent game that they're developing.
Oh yeah, they're working on that.
Yep, they're the ones that are working on it, and it actually looks pretty good. I would honestly say that when it comes to Saber Interactive, they were really good at graphical fidelity and making games just look really nice and fit the theme and setting that they're going for. Hell, I mean, they even from the single screenshot we got for the KOTOR remake, Revan's mask and lightsaber look fucking tight. Like, it's like I would like a game to look like that if it came out as a remake. I don't want to just see the textures be swapped out. I want to see an actual improvement on the game.
Yes.
I think there are very few games that can get away with just basic texture swaps, and even then, you got to have some love and care into it. I think like a really good example of that would be like Halo 2 Anniversary. Halo 1 Anniversary is okay, but Halo 2 Anniversary is pretty fucking good. And I'm actually not even sure, was Saber the one? I feel like they weren't, but they could be. I feel like they did the.
I don't know.
That's right. Saber Interactive did the cutscenes, I want to say, for Halo 2 Anniversary, and they look really fucking good.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you ever want to watch cutscenes for a Halo game, Halo 2 Anniversary has like movie quality, like CGI. It is great.
It's clean.
Anniversary.
Well, that sounds like Knights of the Old Republic's in some good hands. Or Knights of yeah.
Well, we'll see. Again, you can't really make KOTOR the game it was without it not making any money.
Yeah.
There's the reason why I'm not playing it on my fucking free time. Like, I'm on my free time. It's just a game that's very ancient. It's a good play. It's a different experience for people who are just bored with whatever they're playing. Like, if you don't have a game to play, I'd recommend just playing KOTOR because it's a fun game that has a really good story.
Well,
I've only played like a hand. Like I played like a little bit of it. I haven't played like an insane amount, but it was fun when I played it.
Oh, Saber didn't make it. It was a studio called Blur Studio, but they did really good work though.
yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Was it because their cutscenes are blurry?
Yeah.
Damn.
All
Alright, enough cringe.
Yeah. So what's going on with Twitch then?
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Thoughts on
Running rampant, man. Thoughts?
Everybody likes games. Everybody likes watching other people play games.
Oh yeah.
But what if you could watch someone play a game, but it's a hot chick with big booba?
Alright, Robert. Insert the photo of her in the white bikini.
Oh god.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Oh,
no, I
God.
can't show that first one. They fucking
Oh!
Yeah,
they hid Charlie's video,
smack
bro.
they'll smack his
and
channel
he even
down.
censored it. I can show the other one.
Even
She
with the
was actually
censor list?
wearing a shirt. Yeah, apparently I watched his follow-up video, and you can still find it, but it won't show up if you search for it because he was saying YouTube. Like,
Damn, dude, YouTube's cutting that up with it. Oh my
but
god.
they'll let it run free on Twitch, dude. Yeah. So first off, shout out Penguin Zero and West Critical Charlie. He's the
Sponsored the channel.
He's the Twitch patrol.
Jesus.
he's the
Mike-
news man.
Mike sponsors this channel.
I mean,
Our hidden
I get
sponsor.
most of my news from him and iFunny.
Oh my god.
I just go on YouTube
Oh, Robert.
and he's like, "Yo, this happened." I'm like, "Oh, damn."
Oh my god.
The Russians are infiltrating our media. All right, it's what's happening.
Oh my
Charlie
god, Robert's
keeps me in the
about.
loop, right? It keeps me informed.
Oh my god.
But anyway, the point of this story is so this one streamer named Strawberry Tabby, she had the idea of playing, I think, Valorant, but people weren't really there for that because the Valorant gameplay was there, but it was
I don't even know what game she was
it
playing.
was damn right. It was in the middle and it was very small. And speaking of very small, that bikini she was wearing. So she had a camera, showing her breasticles. But then she had the brilliant idea of having a second camera on her booty hole. She was wearing
right up there. Right up there.
Mhm.
Hold on, I'm going to Reddit.
Deep
Oh,
up in
bro.
there, man. So you got the double view action. All right, she's wearing a very, very thin underwear.
And she got baby oil on too. Don't forget that.
She was oiled up, cheeked up out here.
Dude,
I mean-
she's getting mad donations.
Mhm.
Oh shit!
She got tons of money.
OnlyFans, Tyler. What do you think OnlyFans is, huh?
I know, but
You think it's
bro,
women going on, sharing their creativity about their personal lives? No, it's just them showing their fucking cleavage.
Yes, sir.
yeah, you're not wrong. It's tragic out here, boys. It is tragic.
I wish I had tits and could make fucking.
I know, I wish I could get
hours.
free.
Oh
man, like-
god, I wish I could show my asshole on Twitch and I get money. Oh,
You can.
I would not get any money for that. I'll tell you that. Right?
She apparently did get banned. I don't know how long. It might have been just like
Well,
a day or two.
knowing,
Yeah, she got.
knowing
she got
Twitch
put on
staff, they're like, "I'll ban you just as long as you, give me
Send
some
me the
supplies in the
uncensored
deal.
pictures. Yeah.
Give me a free month of OnlyFans, please."
Oh
Right,
my
right.
god, you know it too.
Oh god. I mean, I think that the second one was a bit more creative in my opinion.
Yes.
I think that having a Fortnite game on someone's fucking green pants is more
Oh no,
more
not
original.
pants. Come
Well,
on.
Yeah.
booty
So what if-
shorts.
what if-
There
Short
we
shorts,
go.
if you
What
prefer.
if you could be in this girl's cheeks? But not really. It's like, a VR. The game was in her cheeks. All right. She had the smart idea. She was not actually nude or scantily clad or anything. I mean, there might have been like short
Well.
shorts, but she was just wearing a white shirt and then she had like green shorts. So she green screened the gameplay. She had the second camera thing. One was on her face, one was on her butt. But instead of seeing, you could see the outline of like one of her cheeks in the footage.
You could see the cheeks.
But-
yeah.
You didn't like see the skin. You saw the gameplay. Like she was playing Fortnite on her butt. But that was pretty clever, I have to admit.
You're gonna give her credit on that. All right, all right.
I think it's creative.
I mean,
though I
it's
don't really
different.
know. Yeah, I don't know what you do with that. Like, as a fucking horny nerd, you're gonna be like, "Oh fuck yeah, I gotta jack off and watch Fortnite at the
Yeah, right.
same time."
She
Yeah,
gotta get that
yeah.
done. I know her
Oh,
booty's right there.
What are we accomplishing, boys? What have we done?
If she
God,
gets the
dude.
Victory Royale, I'll give her $5.
Ugh.
Oh god, the fact that people donate to this. Is,
Holy crap! I can't believe they allowed that.
You finally
What?
found the first one.
Yeah. Jeez.
oh yeah, that chick. Yeah.
Well, I mean, because, to be fair, but, Twitch doesn't know unless somebody puts it. Or I don't know if they have, auto flag systems, but 'cause she was streaming
Oh.
for hours.
Probably not.
Well, no, she's probably one of the top streamers right now. Or
Yeah,
for the last couple of years, I think.
I know Morgpie, the chick who
Oh.
did the game on her butt, definitely. She was one of the, influential ones who started the different Twitch thought metas, like
Oh,
gaming
God.
or
Which
the...
thought metas?
It's a real thing,
They're
all right,
evolving.
brother. You laugh. This shit's evolving, man.
Or the one
Twitch
where
has
they-
just become Pornhub in 5 years.
Oh yes. So speaking of that, the first girl,
Oh, God.
Strawberry, who had the two cameras, I'm pretty sure she also did have the little tiny kiddie pool just so she could abide by the thing. Be like, no, it's water. No.
Oh.
I'm allowed to wear aquatic swimwear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Because
You
you know
just wear like toothpaste or floss.
they're just trying to get the views
For
up,
somewhere.
get the money up, and skirt the rules. I mean, like, if you got it,
I mean,
for
they're entrepreneurs. I can't hate it
Mhm.
too much. I can't. The people I blame are the men. Who was watching this shit, boys?
a lot of people.
Who's paying money for this shit?
Robert's like, I was.
Please take your money and put it in something useful.
Robert's
Something.
bookmarking the topics that we're talking about for tonight.
Hey, I may or may not have, when I watched the Charlie video, Google searched her name and screenshot it.
Yeah, you
so I
did.
remembered who it was.
You
not
fucking watched that Twitch
not
stream too,
pictures.
didn't you?
No.
Robert went there and he subbed her up and was like, please give me attention, please.
I subscribed to her, but in the note, I'm like subscribe to her Burtonator, so that way it pops up and everybody else sees it. Advertising, baby.
Hey, write that off Winter, Texas. Come on now.
Yeah, that's $5. That was a business expense, all right.
Business expense, baby. Networking.
Burtonator LLC.
You know what the real advertisement would be?
Hmm.
If these girls would do like that, the green booty shorts,
Mhm.
and you could pay money to put your like whatever content on their ass.
Okay.
JPEG of your face.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like today. Kate paid $18,000 to get his face on my ass.
I'd just put tramp
24
stamp.
hours, we're gonna have this guy's face on my booty short.
Yeah, if you want to be like Cade, because I'm about to sit on his face.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'd put a tramp stamp at the barcode and everything.
Dude, that's a really good idea, dude. She should start taking money to have guys tattoo their names or whatever on her body or something like that. That's a better
Dude,
idea.
see, we think too capitalistic about the
Oh,
problem.
I know.
we don't. We really don't solve the problem. We just work with it. You know, that's the problem with this.
I know, dude. Would you guys let your girlfriend do this?
No.
No.
Okay, yeah, that's the answer.
Well, first
You-
we gotta get one.
Yeah. So that's step one.
Oh,
That's not
tragic.
gonna happen anyway. Well, except for Andy, but he's just a living god among us.
He's a god amongst men.
Yeah, no.
I'm just thinking,
no.
if your girlfriend was like Twitch streaming, and she's like, "Hey, honey, I have an idea for us to make millions."
No.
Yeah, okay, I respect that.
Yeah, I don't think I feel comfortable with any of that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I was just curious though, because does she? I'm assuming she has a boyfriend, because it's like that other Twitch streamer that like, you guys saw that video that Penguin posted? They like she was like degrading him on the stream, like they're doing like shots or something like that, and then like someone donated like $1,000 and she had to like kiss him or something. Do you guys remember that?
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
that was
good.
messed up, man.
Well, I don't think we should be looking at these people who have probably the most degraded and perverted social circles possible and think
Oh,
of them as
100%.
people. I mean, I don't think that you should think of a
Damn.
celebrity or a politician as a person in my mind.
Well,
Not until
the
you
way-
meet them on the street. That's
The way
all
I
I'm
look
saying.
at it is kind of like these Twitch streamers that push that edge and the boundary with like acceptability are kind of the same way as I would look at adult actresses and actors, where it's like
Right.
it's you're just you're no different really from them, so why shouldn't you be treated the same? Like, and I don't care that you're around, but why are you on the platform that it's like you can go from watching Minecraft to, you know, Big
they're-
Bob's.
Yeah, they're basically
Well.
just porn stars, but without any like actual sexual activity.
Yeah, it's just there for.
It's a
baiting
good
you.
deal for them. It's a
It's
great
the
deal
same
for
thing
them.
as going to a strip club. You're not gonna see anything. You're just there. You're not gonna touch them. You can't touch them. You're just there. You're hanging out. You know,
and-
can I touch myself? No. You can't do that. You gotta go out if you're gonna do that. Oh, okay. I'll
Hey
just sit
man,
here and watch. I
on
guess.
Twitch you could. Nobody would know.
And the women.
Yeah, on Twitch. Robert, dude, this man's advising for these girls, dude.
Ugh.
Damn, dude.
And
He's the
the
Twitch
Stating the fact
ambassador.
out here.
the women that do this on Twitch probably feel the same way as the women that do it in like the adult industry. like their boyfriends and stuff boyfriend and husbands have to feel the exact same way.
Oh yeah.
It's that's crazy. Where it's like, yeah, my girl does this, and a whole bunch of men want to fuck the shit out of my girl, bro.
It's really funny, dude.
Hey, but then she brings in the giant paycheck,
Oh,
buys you
No.
a 4090. It's all okay. It's all good.
Yeah, bro. But
Oh, that's funny,
like,
dude.
then she's big dick swinging. She don't need you anymore, bro.
Yeah,
No,
true.
but she's not getting fucked by anybody, right? That's
Oh,
where
on
you
the
come
Twitch
in.
thing?
I mean, she shouldn't be, but she's big dick swinging now. You
she'll leave
you
you
gave
in
the
2
ball in
years.
her court.
That's true. Women don't
Andy, are
date
you
down
telling
though.
me
But...
if your girlfriend made more money than you would like not be happy about that?
It's not that she would be making more money about it. It's that her money is strictly coming from men. Her income relies on the penis.
I mean, there could be lesbians in chat. You never know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I will say I would feel weird if I had a girlfriend or a wife that was making me more money than me. I don't know why. It's just a thing.
Well, I mean, what it sounds like Robert wants to ask his wife's boyfriend if he can go.
Yeah. I know you're busy getting with her, but can I take her to Disneyland for the weekend?
Oh my god, bro! This homie's gonna walk up to you and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna take your wife on a trip this weekend." And you're like, "All right, give me a 4090 and it's done."
Damn right. That's a
I
free
want my
$40.
Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Give me 20 nuggets from McDonald's. We'll call it even.
Damn.
God.
He brings you a Happy Meal. He's like, listen, we need to have a talk. And you're like, did you bring the Happy Meal?
So many father figures missing from these young women's lives, man. Oh my
Can I
god.
get a 4K monitor?
Oh man. So I have a topic that we didn't go over, but I thought it was gonna be really cool because it just happened like today. But so the Acolyte trailer came out today or yesterday. And it has been absolutely dislike ratioed hard. It has like 200,000 like dislikes to like 100,000 likes, and all the comments are like hating on it, and then people are suspecting that Disney has actually hired bots to like the trailer and put comments in as well, which is hilarious to me.
Man, this
Yeah,
is the wish that we
pulled
could
it
still
up
see
on
dislikes.
YouTube. Yeah, I can't see how many there are. I just liked. I didn't even watch it, but I just liked it just to see.
Yeah, dude, my
there's
favorite. Oh,
142,000 likes.
That's what they're saying, but like I watched a video the other day. They were talking about how like there's like they think that there's bots involved in it.
I mean,
So
for 7 million
Or-
views?
Or, hear me out. If you go to the very start of the trailer, I think I know what race has hit this liked button the most.
The fucking monkey
no.
dude or whatever.
Bro, there's
Oh
a
my
Chinese.
God.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about the Chinese.
The
The one
Asian
race.
kid?
What are you talking about, Andy?
Oh my God.
There's a literal blue monkey thing with like red hair and the Asian kid.
Yeah, I'm saying
I
that the
do love the Asian kid. They're like close your eyes, and like I saw one of the comments was like, "Is the Asian kid's eyes closed or I can't tell if he's open?"
Oh my god.
And then another really good comment, by the way, is when he says "close your eyes," it says in quotes, "What do you see?" And then he says, "Disney burn."
It
It's really funny.
It looks confusing as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
The best part is it is Harvey Weinstein's assistant that is directing and writing
Whoa.
this. And I don't know if you guys have seen her, but
yeah,
ugly
God.
as hell.
the
comment I
one of
saw.
I thought she was the assistant, huh?
Yep.
was it the
Yep,
plot
it's
twist
bad.
comment?
No, it says close your eyes. Considering this is something Leslie told many girls before walking them to Harvey's hotel room, I can see how the Acolyte is a story of self-reflection.
Yup. Dude, no, she literally, by the way, this girl was linked to Harvey Weinstein with the whole island thing. And somehow, through Me Too, she's became very, very popular and is now directing and writing TV shows for Disney. It's great.
Yeah, this one says, "Close your eyes. What do you see?" I see nothing, Mr. Weinstein.
Oh my god. This one says, "Close your eyes. What do you see?" I see Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god.
That's funny. Oh man, Disney. This thing's gonna burn, guys. Like
It's
it's
been
not gonna make
burning.
any money.
It's been burning. It's just a matter of the charred ashes falling down at this point.
Oh yeah.
The building's caught on fire. The plane's already crashed. All
Oh
right.
yeah. It's not.
The firefighters are trapped inside. Oh no.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
The steel beams are melting.
Oh.
Hey, so you know it wasn't jet fuel, all right?
Oh man.
Oh, another career that is melting and burning like 9/11. Is Zack Snyder's career.
Oh god.
Rebel Moon 2 is coming out next month, baby.
Oh no.
The trailer looks awful.
Go.
Oh god.
Oh.
It looks horrible.
Cinematic experience of the decade.
Oh god, it looks so bad, guys. It looks really bad.
Guys,
Okay.
don't worry though. The extended cut will come out. It'll fix all of it.
The Stargazer.
Netflix didn't let me show you guys the greatness of the Snyder Cut for Rebel Moon.
Oh god.
It is really bad. Apparently, so if you guys look at the Rebel Moon trailer, it has 8 million views and 19,000 likes for almost 8 million views. That's horrible. It's horrible.
Oh, I like this comic. Close your eyes. What do you see? Kathleen, I see a 100% DEI score.
Oh no.
Oh no, man. I don't know. I think that these kinds of companies, they're gonna fail. Let capitalism win. All right.
Yeah, let it win.
And vote with your fucking wallet. That's how you let things you don't like go away. That's honestly how you do this.
Dude, I just love how they introduced in Rebel Moon lightsabers, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that in the trailer. But a motherfucker has a lightsaber. Okay.
Christ.
It's hilarious.
Straight up Star Wars.
It is straight up Star Wars.
Star Wars wasn't the first person to use lightsabers, you know. There's other series. Dune uses swords, and then Star Wars copied that.
Oh god, it's just so cringe, man. And then we have a couple diamond in the rough. You know, we got Shogun going on. That's a great show. Okay,
The Gentleman.
The Gentleman's a great show. Absolutely.
Invincible.
Criminals Freddy.
Invincible's fucking great too.
Invincible. Newest episode just came out. That shit is fire.
That shit tight. That shit is as tight as that Twitch streamers.
Whoa.
Sorry.
That was loose. All right.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Sorry. Sorry. I meant the Disney's new Star Wars show. Sorry. No, that dude, Invincible's freaking amazing, dude. And The Boys is around the corner. Isn't that coming out in a couple months?
Could be, yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I mean, we got Fallout next month. Man, this is actually a good year for like TV shows. As far as movies go, it's horrible. It's just Dune and that's it. But TV shows, we got a couple things here.
Relatively excited for Fallout. It'll be interesting to see how it is.
I agree with that statement. I think it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I won't lie to you guys. Disney has ruined me on female actresses because I just think they're gonna be girl bosses all the time now. But like watching the trailers, I'm like, okay, I don't think it's gonna be like that.
Women empowered in the
Nah,
media.
It looks like, honestly, from the trailer of it, it kind of looks like she gets shit on most of the time.
Yeah.
It looks like in order to learn how the outside world is, this poor lady needs to get shit on constantly. And it's, I feel like that's actually a saving grace of like TV shows. Like, that's sadly what we are kind of wanting now. We're like, please just shit on a woman.
I know, like
show
we're
us that
all
it's
so
possible.
worried.
It's like men have been getting shit on for years now, and it's like, can we shit on the woman for once?
I know, like every time I see like a main character that's a girl, I'm like, oh god, please no.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
Well,
For
I
real.
I do find it funny. People use the excuse, well, you're just a bigot, you're just not seeing the character for what it really
You're
is.
sexist.
Like, yeah, or just a sexist. It's like, okay, you're just gonna disregard every
That's
comment I said
misogyny.
and just
Mhm.
say like, because let's take a look at some characters that are female that have
Rings of
gone
power.
through struggles. Like for
Oh.
instance, in Alien, like fucking
Oh yeah.
Ripley. Ripley was not the main character of that movie until like halfway through, where she's like, "Oh shit, things going down. I
Yep.
gotta buck the fuck up and take control of the situation."
Yeah.
That's how you write a character. You don't
Terminator?
make a character. Yeah, you don't do the whole fucking Korra from Avatar. Avatar, you gotta deal with it, and that's the entire show. It's just,
Yup.
I have to deal with the main character in order to
Yup.
watch the show.
The fact that she's a woman
Galadriel.
had nothing to do with the plot.
Yeah, it's
Yup.
not about you're making a character that feels like believable. You can walk into their
Mhm.
shoes and understand
Yep.
what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's sort of like the idea
It
behind
has
a
to be
main
relatable.
character.
You could put a
And
guy,
likable.
you could swap Ridley out for a dude, and it would be the exact same movie.
Yes, exactly. You should remove the idea of the sex in your character. The character should just be a character, and then once you have a good character, you can fill that void with whatever actor you feel
Yep.
would fit in their place the best.
I think it's interesting that in Barbie, everybody was like, "Oh my god, I love Margot Robbie in this, and I love her in this." And then like as the time goes on, everybody's like, "No, Ken's better. Ken's better." It's like everybody's so pissed off about that because it's like, "Oh my god, why was Ken better written in the Barbie movie?" And it's like, "Cause they did the girl boss shit in Barbie." Like it's like nobody likes this. Even girls don't like this. You have to make characters likable. That's the first. You have to make a character so that people want to root for them. People want to care for them. If you make a character that's horrible and arrogant, and distasteful, is just like no one's gonna root for it or care.
Well, you can humble a character too. I think that's a great part about making a narrative is that you can make a shitty person and then prove to that person that they are wrong and that they have to grow past what they are.
Like
there was-
redeem or
they have to redeem themselves in some way. Like
Yeah.
fucking hell. Like let's just take a classic character, Spider-Man. When he was originally written, the dude was an asshole who cared nothing about making money and himself, and then someone in his life got hurt because of it and killed, and now I've become a better person. Oh my
Yup.
god. Now people like Spider-Man. That's like the whole point about making an irredeemable character because everyone does that. Everyone has a point in their life where they're a shitty person and they don't realize it, and then something happens because of their behavior and they learn from it and
Yes.
grow from it. And that's something that everyone can empathize with and they want to
Yes.
see. And guess what? People like watching shitty people get what's coming to them. All right, there's a
Yes,
reason why
yes,
fucking
yes.
Game of Thrones when Joffrey got killed, people were
Fuck
like,
yeah.
"Holy
Whoa,
fuck."
whoa, spoilers, man! Come on now.
That shit's been out for too long now, man. People were happy to see that happen.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
main character. Like,
That was one of the
that's-
best scenes in the whole thing. Is when that man was grabbing at his throat, dying.
That's a big fucking player dying in Game of Thrones. Most of the time when that happens, people are raging in the streets because of it. Like,
Yep.
but if you make your character, if you hate them, you want to see bad things happen to them.
100%,
That
and
should
you're
happen to
invested.
them. Yeah, it's a great way to have payoff. Payoff, boys. Never got
Yes.
payoff in the sequel trilogy for Star Wars. Never happened.
Nope,
There was
just
not
got
a
blue
moment of
balls to me.
payoff. It's like, but that's just a fucking problem people have with modern day writing. Is there's no
Yeah.
actual narrative or character payoff.
No
There's no
depth to them.
development.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the point is like, if the character is written well and fleshed out, it won't matter if they're male or
Yes.
female, as long as there's a good character.
It's like Captain Marvel, bro. She just comes in the universe, and she's just
Bro.
the most powerful thing.
I think the storyline really matters, but the individual actor or actress really matters too. And
Oh yeah,
I don't
some
know.
actors
You're
are better
not-
than others.
yeah, anybody can be a dick. You know what I mean? But
They're the right person to fit the role.
right. But is Jim Carrey really gonna want to play a movie role where he's gonna play a dick? But for
Yeah.
some reason, every one of these women roles kind of have to be not necessarily mean, but more along the girl boss kind of side. And
They're
it's
stoic.
do you have any other kind of personalities and other ways of acting that you can do, different personalities of acting? Because only having one thing in your arsenal and only being able to do one thing makes you pretty like I don't know, replaceable.
Yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Just tell Daisy Ridley that.
Yeah. Well, she's getting a new movie though. That's the funny thing about it. Is that
I don't even know who that is.
It's
that's
the
the role with Star Wars.
Oh,
Rey in
no.
Star Wars.
It's Ray. Okay, I'll say this: Daisy Ridley, great person, great humanitarian. Overall, like every interview I ever see with her, she looks like an absolute gem of a person to talk to. But like,
Oh God, Kid,
acting wise, she cannot act.
thank you.
She acts through her teeth. Her acting is.
No.
I open my mouth and I look like I'm flexing my neck, and that's
Oh
all
my
I
God.
do.
Yep.
It's like, okay, yeah, we kind of don't really know what we're doing.
Name one thing she's been in besides Star Wars.
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's right. See, exactly.
I know things that Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor have been in, and same with Mark Hamill, and everyone knows fucking
Mark
Harrison
Hamill,
Ford.
Yeah,
Yes,
Mark
that's the
Hamill's
Joker.
been.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Was it?
Like all these
know.
actors moved off to other things and were still successful in their own areas.
100% because they're actually good actors.
Even actors who were in the sequel trilogy have successful movies. Like fucking Rilo what's that guy's name? The guy who plays
Driver?
Ken. Ben Driver, I want to say, is what his name is. But he's been in other movies, and he's like the Black Klansman. He's been in that movie.
Adam Driver.
Pretty
Sorry, I
fucking
was
good.
thinking
Adam
of
Driver,
Ben
yeah.
Solo.
Yes. But he's been in a lot of fucking movies. I want to say that the guy who plays Poe Dameron's also been in a lot of movies. He was in Moon Knight as well.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Moon Knight was good.
yeah.
He's a pretty good actor too. Like
The
looking at
Finn
him
guy
on-
sucked though.
Oh
That played
yeah.
Finn was horrible too.
He was in more movies. I just don't remember what he did in those movies.
And that
Honestly,
Asian chick, Voxy or whatever her name was, horrible.
Daisy.
Not Daisy. Is it Daisy?
She's been the only one that's not been in anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Daisy Ridley. Yeah. She's
Well,
awful.
She hasn't been in anything.
And Finn kind of got shafted.
Like,
I think
we
it
call
was
him by
the,
his character name.
The
Oh God, Andy, get this freaking man off my
what is
screen.
this?
Oh,
Oh
no.
God.
and that's the
Oh.
singer from My Chemical Romance.
No.
Oh,
That's
This is
good.
like, God, dude.
Oh dear God. But yeah,
Force
real
is
quick,
female.
as a conclusion to wrap up, we can touch on Finn did sort of get like shafted. I've probably
He
mentioned
did.
this before, but because like if you go back to episode 7 and look at all the marketing and trailers,
It's not
Rey,
bad.
Rey's nowhere. Rey's nowhere. She's not there. It's all
Yeah.
Finn. And they show the part where Finn holds the lightsaber for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, he was a stormtrooper, but he's not anymore? Oh.
yeah.
And then you're like, okay, cool. And then this chick shows up out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden, oh, she's the main character. Oh, she has force powers now. Oh my God. Like, I don't even know if Kathleen Kennedy was there then, but I'm just thinking, it's her. It's the start of it all. It's the woke downfall. And don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with having women in movies or even having women be the main character. I
No.
mean, Margot Robbie did the Harley Quinn movie.
Oh
was
yeah,
alright.
she's great. She was great.
Yeah. Suicide
But-
Squad's good.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the second one.
But kind of, I mean, obviously, like if you're good at
Damn.
something, they know you for that. Like,
Yeah, Margot
but-
Robbie's been good.
But and she was the wife in Wolf of Wall Street or whatever. But
Yeah, she's fucking great in that.
Everybody only really remembers her for Harley Quinn, but that's fine because she's really good at it, and Harley Quinn's cool.
Yeah.
But people remember Rey, and obviously there are people who are like Rey, and it's not just females. I'm sure there are some guys who are like, Rey's so fucking cool. And then there are also nerds who aren't horny for her that are like, Rey's a cool character. But at least
I
one
don't
person. It has to.
I don't know, Robert. Let's
have
not
yet-
stretch it too much.
It's
here.
not me.
I have
I'm just
yet
playing
to meet
devil's advocate.
someone.
Guys, Jake.
That's true.
Oh!
That's true.
Say no more.
That's true.
Say no more. Well, when you were saying that Finn got kind of shafted, I was kind of thinking of Jake.
Oh.
Well, and Captain Phasma, even though that ended up being a female too, I think.
Captain
probably maybe.
Phasma.
The stormtrooper, the cool like chrome
Oh,
stormtrooper
yeah, no.
who showed
I
up
know
and
you're
then
talking
died
about.
immediately. And it was
Guys,
trying
did
to
you
be,
buy
like,
your
cool.
toys?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
buy your
and they
toys?
stole
Look
all
at
the
this cool character.
Oh, the chick.
And then
that
dead.
wasn't that chick?
Mhm.
We didn't even see her
Yeah.
face, and then she
Yep.
just falls and
Yep.
dies.
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh my fucking god!
I won't lie. Also, you want to watch a show or something that has like really good female characters too? Game of Thrones is fantastic because they have a lot of great female characters in that
Mhm.
show, and they're written well. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing is like, no matter what the character is, no matter the sex or the gender or whatever, you have to write good characters. Like the
Yes.
writing in movies and TV shows has been so abysmal the last like 5 to 6 years. Like, dude, there is like the reason that Dune is doing so well is because the writing is really good. Okay, like there's a lot more reasons, right?
Just
But like,
genuinely a good movie.
yeah, but like the writing is actually really good. Okay, compare that to any movie Disney's made in the last like what 6 years, and it is better. It's better.
I'm better.
It's just better, man.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I feel like Tom would be a good Homelander.
Yes.
Who me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I did hear that he might be what's the word here? Locked up.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
I heard that there's a lot of allegations on him.
we may have to investigate that on a future episode. Andy, any closing thoughts?
No.
Oh.
Damn.
Well,
I'm like now looking up the Game of Thrones cast, and I'm like, oh man, this was such a great TV show.
Oh, it's so
He's
good,
lost.
dude.
He's lost in his depressive thoughts, like we'll never
Shut-
have it again.
I want to become Jon Snow. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no, guys! I don't think that the new Avatar TV show. I think that's geared for the Game of Thrones audience.
I need to get started on Shogun.
Gonna say,
Oh, that's a
good.
great show. It's so
Anyways.
good, dude.
We're gonna keep ranting, but
yes. Thank
Watch
you.
Shogun.
Thank you,
just
Cade, for
ends the podcast.
Yeah, watch Shogun. Cuts. Thank you, Cade, for joining us and coming on, hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. And more of the story is, don't buy a game when it first comes out. Wait a little bit.
No.
see the
Buy Star
reviews.
Wars. Buy Star Wars right now, boys.
Don't trust
That's
Disney.
one.
But always remember, trust the podcast, and we'll see you in the next episode.